Hi everyone! Welcome to part 4 of our appointment series. This is about booking and managing appointments. So far, what we've talked about is the appointment ledger. We've spoken about how to manage the patient flow through the clinic with our appointment statuses, and now we'll talk about how do they get on the rota in the first place. We'll also cover in this video how to rebook a patient for an appointment. So the simplest way to book an appointment for a patient is by right-clicking an empty slot and selecting Book Appointment. Let me go through that again. The simplest way to book an appointment for a patient is by finding an empty slot, right-clicking in it, and selecting Book Appointment. The system is asking me if I want to book it in the past, and I'm going to say yes because this is for practice. Now I'm going to search for a patient's name. I want to book Ella Green. I'm going to select search, and Ella Green's name shows up here. I can confirm her identity with the date of birth and her address. Her MRN is not available right now, but in your live system it will be. We're going to select OK, and we're going to get a pop-up called Book New Appointment. Here is where we can add more details that people may need to know. So for example, we have the staff name and we have her name, but maybe we want to add a detail like she's come with a result. So I'm going to type that in here. I can also give a flag to say whether or not she's a new patient, a follow-up patient, an urgent appointment, emergency appointment, etc. On the right-hand side of the screen, we're also seeing a reminder pane that can let me know if she's missed any appointments in the past or if she has any appointments coming up. When I'm finished, I'm going to select OK. And now Ella Green is booked. You can see that my note is under her name. And when I hover over her name, you can see that my note is right above her status as well. But let's book another patient. However, this time we're talking about our real live clinic. And we know that our clinics might have booked out dates far in advance. So how do we find a free slot? You could technically go through the calendar manually, but that might be very difficult. So we are going to use our feature called Free Slot Search. If you look right above your rota, you can see that there's a button that says Free Slot Search here. When you left click on that button, it will ask you what type of appointment do you want to book. I'm going to select outpatient. It is going to prompt me to search for a patient. In this case, we'll be searching for Lucas McLean. I'm going to click search. I'm going to confirm his identity, and I'm going to select his name. I see that he's on our medicine rota, and I can click OK. Now we get another pop-up. This is our free slot search. I want you to take it step by step with me because there are a few things that have to coordinate in order for you to get the result that you want. So let's talk about the anatomy of the free slot search. So first, you have your staff selection area on your left-hand side. You can select by specialty, you can select by name, you can select by gender, or you can select all. You can even invert it so that you can have the alphabetical order reversed. Another thing that you can filter by is your rota type. So what kind of slot type do you want? You can do that here. An important thing that you are going to filter by is the time. So do you want to find the patient a date for Monday or Thursday or Friday? Do you want to search on a particular date? Do you want to only search the next 2 weeks or a longer period of time? Now, when you select these different options and select search below, your results will show up in this pane that I'm highlighting in red down here. So let's go through that now. So I want to search for my name. I don't own a specialty, so I'm just going to scroll, and I see my name here, and I'm going to check my box. Already I'm seeing that I have a bunch of free slots here. If I wanted to, I could filter it down even more by slot type, because some of you have multiple types of slots. Some of you might have a new patient slot or a follow-up slot, etc. But I don't have one, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. Then I might want to filter the times. So maybe I say I only want to see this patient on a Thursday and not on weekends. And maybe I want to search from the 29th of June for the next 14 days. And I'm going to click search. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but the results I've gotten in this pane have changed. Now I'm only getting Thursday dates. If I see a slot that's appropriate, I can left click on it to select it, and I can select book. Now I have some other options down here, especially one talking about a refused offer. So if you offer a slot to a patient and they don't want it, you can record that refused offer there. But my patient does want this slot, so I'm going to select book. And something familiar now pops up, which is our book new outpatient appointment dialog box. And I can do the same thing that I did before. I don't have any special details to add for this patient beyond the fact that maybe they have waited a little while for an appointment. And maybe the flag is that they're an initial appointment. So I'm going to select OK. And now my patient is booked.